Hey Joey, thanks for coming. You're first. Yep, you're the first one. I'm just kind of waiting to see if other people come in here today, and then we'll go from there. I don't know what that is. Pull this body off and check it out while I'm waiting, because I took it for a run this morning. It's pretty dirty now. I think I blew out that exhaust gasket. Yep. Pieces of it everywhere. Thought so, because it's pretty slimy on the ass end. So I'll have to change that before I run this again. These tires are planing down quick. They don't like the asphalt. I wonder if I'll have to pull that pipe right off, or I can get away with sneaking it in there without taking the pipe off, but we'll find out. Hey Brett. Hey Brett, I was going to ask you if you ever used that dynamite or that Big Red. Did it ever pan out into anything, or is it shook? Well, it's going in your LST. That's cool. Thanks, Brett. I appreciate it, buddy. If you want, I can keep it short today. If you still wanted to go live. Plenty of time to go around. Right on. I had this out this morning for a quick run, just because the last final tank in the break-in on this thing, and it's pretty rich right now, but it was working like a hot damn. The thing rips donuts like crazy. The clutch engage is a little early. Could use some heavier springs, but yeah, break-in time is tough to get. I find carving out the time for break-ins. That's why I like doing in the evenings through the work week, because it's just a laborious, boring task. Hey Harold, thanks for coming. Well, I guess as people come in, I think I'll start. First thing I got to do is change his exhaust gasket. I see it's jacked right out of there. So we'll have to do that first. I didn't realize it was blown. It must have blew out this morning when I was running it. Definitely blew out. No question there. Thanks, Brett. It seems to have hovered forever around where I'm at right now. It doesn't seem to ever want to. I can never seem to break the 300. I don't know why. I'll get close and then I must lose some people or something, but it's okay. I mean, we'll get there eventually. There. That's better. Nice silicone one in there instead of the black one. Instead of a rubber one. I'm just surprised because that's what came with the pipe. You wouldn't have figured that would have blown out. Starting to get low on those. Hey Nitro Jim. This is a this is a jammin XR X1T, I think it is. So it's jammin truggy basically. Yeah, this engine actually I got from Dimitri from Hybrid because it was part of the trade with the USA 1, and this engine was brand new, so I had to break it in. But this morning was the first time I've ever got to like put the boots to it. I have a few of the kits with these engines in them, and they're great engines, but they take forever to break in, I find. Yeah, they're not a. Some engines seem to break in naturally really fast, and then other engines seem to take forever. Like this one, these I find are that way. They take a long time, but then when they're there, they seem to last really well. So they must have a really hard sleeve. Yeah. So for those of you that are just coming in, I was going to do Thursday evenings, and it just never seemed to work out very well. Get home from work, and I was just too friggin' bagged, and I don't know how in the hell John does it as much as he does. But by the time I get home and cook supper and everything else, I find him racing around trying to get ready, and the lives are just shit. So I figured I'm going to go back to Sundays, same regular time. I know I only did one Thursday live, and so I'm back to doing the Sundays same time, 2 o'clock. So. Hey SLC. So I'm just going to quickly check on my dog. Hold on. She's out there somewhere. But yeah, so like I said, it was so cute. I ran this morning. A little bit of a story. I ran this morning, and there's a young fella that I gave that arma to, that lives Little Crescent over, and he's doing really well driving the arma. And I seen him out this morning driving the arma, him and his dad, and I stopped by with this one as I was running it, and let him take it for a rip, and he did really well with it, and it's working like a champ. The kid's only, I think he's 5, maybe, and he handled this like a champ. Hey, Joey. Yes, he did really well with it. So I got to admit, I was quite surprised. It's funny because he's so laser focused that he even forgot where he was walking and he fell over literally, like, because he was focused on the RC. Yes, those of you that don't know, Joe has got a new badge. If anybody watched his video today, he's changed his logo and everything. So now he's Joey's Nitro RC. I personally think it's really good, really a great banner, and it suits him. So. It got pretty slimy this morning in my drive. The streets are pretty muddy and gravelly and shitty. And this thing here, I've had it out multiple times now trying to finish the break-in on the tank, so it's pretty dirty. There's probably 3 tanks on it since I've cleaned it. So. I'm actually really surprised that this control arm is one that I broke in the wintertime last year, and I epoxied it. I drilled it out on either side, wrapped a piece of mechanics wire through it, sucked it together, plastic welded it, and epoxied it. And it's never, I've hit some dirty shit with it, and it's never broke again, so I'm just gonna run it till it breaks. And I got a new set on order. I will change it eventually. Yeah, I've clobbered some trees with it since, and it just takes it. I haven't broke it again. I found a set on eBay, so I gotta order a set, but because it will eventually break. And yeah, so I gotta break down and order some. So I'm just gonna go check on my pup quick, because I'd like to be able to open the big door today, because it's actually a nice day, instead of running the exhaust fan, and then we can take this thing for a rip. Just hang on 2 seconds. She's being quiet, so I'm nervous. Never mind, she's rolling around like a meathead in the yard, so I'll leave her alone. Let's make some smoke. So this whole liter is how much I've run through this engine so far. And I keep these bottles with the tops on them just for break-in purposes, because that way I can actually measure how much fuel I'm going through. And then I keep them segregated for break-ins. Yes, this one is a pull start. I don't know if I've ever, I'm trying to think, I've never run one of these Dynamite 28s on a bump box, because the back plates are all set up as a pull start. Man, I can't talk. Hey John, thanks for coming, buddy. I don't even think this morning I didn't even warm this up. Let's do her cold. Body with that truggy. Seen better days, but it's the original body. Figure, guys, should we take it for a rip? Oh, it's stalled. I knew I turned the idle down too soon. All right. Oh, she sounds rich. I'm trying to see if it'll warm up and lean out a little bit first before I lean that out some. Let's give that a little lean out, I think. It's still pretty rich. There it is. Still a little bit rich. Let's give her a little more. Gotta watch that one steel sprinkler head or water shut off. I've hit that before and ripped off some dirty stuff. See what I mean? That's what I think that clutch is so low sprung. It just bogs. You know, I think I could lean that a little more yet. I'm gonna give it a little bit more. Man, I can't wait till the street sweepers come out. Yeah, totally, Rinks. I agree. I think these springs are way too light. No, I don't race this one. These are too hard to get parts for. This is the jammin ones. They're 2004-ish. I raced my my associated TC3. Solid idle, eh? Oh. You know what? Out of fuel. Almost got it back to me. I put so much freaking gravel on the roads in the wintertime that it's crazy until the street sweepers come out. It's like driving on a dirt road. It's a little truck I picked up over the weekend. We're working on all weekend. All right. I'm gonna close the gate here. Yeah, I gotta dig through my stuff and see if I can find some touch springs for that Chinesium clutch. There. Thanks, Rinks. I appreciate that. Yeah, it's definitely the clutch. I'm sure because even when it sits here at idle, you can see it. It doesn't free spool at all. Like when it's sitting, the idle's got to be super duper low before it'll even stop turning the wheels. So the springs on it got to be just shit. So I'll find a different set of springs or change the clutch to something else. Check make sure I don't have any more leaks. Nope, I think I'm good. It's dirty. The send, actually that send down there is one of the few that I have that doesn't run. That send is eventually going to go to the nitro addiction for parts. It's missing a few things here and there. It's not horrible, but it's completely rebuildable, but it needs some things. Yeah, and eventually, like John wants that one for parts because that one is, I don't think it was ever run. I think somebody bought it and cannibalized it for parts, to be honest with you, because I bought it from a guy in the city and he never drove it. I think he bought it legit brand new for parts and took it apart. So, yeah, but that's pretty good. I don't know, I don't even remember technically what clutch is in that thing, you know? You're looking for one, Jim? Well, I tell you what, if John doesn't want that thing, I'm not enamored with it. I would let it go. And it's a really good resto project for somebody. It doesn't even need a lot of work, really. It just needs a few things here and there just to finish it. I don't have a running Sen Genesis right now. No. All I have is that one that's over there. Here, I'll grab it just so you can see it. I'll leave that one over there. Then I'll clean it later. Whew. I'll grab it. These are a beast of a truck, but the what, Joe? Hey, J. Who's this? So I have this Sen, obviously, as you can see, that body is actually off the body that came with the Johns and the Nitro Addictions, and I gave him the better body of the two, and this is actually the original body. So as you can see, it's missing some linkages. I think the biggest thing it's missing that you can't find is the exhaust pipe and header. It is still a 7.7 engine. It's missing the exhaust pipe, the header, and the cooling head. The cooling head is this engine's good. It's missing the cooling head. Transmission and everything is brand new. All the boxes and everything are brand new. As you can see, there's not a scratch underneath of it. I don't think if it was ever run, it wasn't run much, and it's in pretty clean shape. So the fuel tank is an older fuel tank because it's actually the one that came off of John's, because I put a brand new fuel tank on his before I give it to him. And yeah, so like I said, they're cool trucks. They're hard to find. I'm just not super sold with them, to be honest with you. So we'll see. I'll think about it, Nitrogen. Let me know, and or shoot me a message on Facebook or something, or on after, and I'll let you know. You're probably in the States too, eh? Oh, you're in the UK. Ooh, this thing would be pricey to ship, because I know what it costs to ship John's, and that was in the States. This will be astronomical to ship to you. I don't think, to be honest with you, Nitrogen, as much as I'd love to send it to you, you'll get the shipping quote and you won't even want to cater it. The shipping is worth way more than this is worth, because I actually looked at sending this to Joey at one time, and it was, I don't remember, Joe, do you remember? It was crazy how much it cost. Yeah, it was. I think we looked at it one time, and it was over $300 Canadian to send it to you. To send it to you. Would not pay. Oh, it was the aftershock, and that's right, Joe. And that was even lighter than this thing, because this thing's probably got 5 pounds on it. Oh, as soon as anything's got to go over to Europe, as soon as it's over a certain weight, it's crazy money. Like a buggy's not bad. It's like $60, $70 to send it back and forth. But a monster truck is just not, it's not worth it. And besides that, that truck is first dibs to John. Like it's John's first dibs on it. I would never be a douchebag like that. Hey Hugh, is that Hugh or okay? Good, it is Hugh. And then hey HBI raw. Yeah, exactly. Exactly, Joe. What do you guys figure? Should we pull that engine out of that buggy and see if we got some springs? We could do that. Yeah, I did find the parts that they're available. I just, like I said, my problem with that sand is I find them overrated. And I mean, you look at the problems that John's had with his. It's just they are not everything they're cracked up to be. They're not as tough as everybody thinks they are. They break lots. Yeah. Yeah, I agree, Rich. Let's do that. See what we got for. See if we can whip that engine out of there pretty quick. Let's see what's going on. Yeah, like the sand is a great collector's item, but my God, they break all the friggin' time. Oh, not even a set screw in there. Wonder where that went. All right. Yeah, that one of yours rinks, I think, is just about impossible to find parts for. The Genesis and the 7.7, the parts, they're still around. They're even still on this. Like, I can buy a brand new engine from the Sen website still, and they're still in stock for that 7.7. Good luck with that HPI. That engine is one engine that I find is a turd. No offense to anybody, but that F59 I find is a turd. That's my opinion. They're not, they don't produce what they should. The K, on the other hand, is a beast. Okay. Set that over there. I wonder what happened to that set screw. Seem pretty light. Let's see. These are those long ass springs. See what I got kicking around. Let's see. I thought I had another complete clutch somewhere. This one's a Techno clutch, but it's pretty much wore out. Same as that one. Later, Hugh. Thanks for stopping in, buddy. I appreciate it. Let's see what thickness these are. I think my vernier's dead, though. I'll do it the old way. See if I can read it without glasses. Well, these are 0.9s, so these are thicker. Yeah, these are 0.9s. Just a sec, I just gotta see. I think my dog wants some help. Yeah, she's just chilling in the backyard. So. Well, let's see what we get. Get the chair back. Problem with running anything this time of year is it's so friggin' dirty. Anytime I run something, it takes me 2 hours to clean it after I run it. These are bigger springs. Those are like 0.7s. So these springs will work, so we'll give her a go. See what we get. Hey, Corey. Yeah, I know. Look at there's shit everywhere now because it's this thing is just dropping goo everywhere. All right. Now, I wonder if these things are going to go on easily or they're going to be contrary. Man, you should have seen it this morning before I cleaned the shop. It was a disaster from working on that little red truck. It was, I spent half the weekend welding. Oh, that's much better. Ooh, I don't like that one at all. That's not going to hold. That spring is not good. There's no tension on that spring. Like what? Who am I giving a nitro to for a birthday present, Joe? Let's see if we can recurve this. Let's try it. That's better. Ooh, that's better. That worked. Hey, Northeast. Thanks for coming. Should have done that to that other one. That worked out really well. I'm gonna do that to this one a little bit too. I'm kind of giving them a little bit of a recurve. There. That's not bad. There. Mm-hmm. There. I wonder the other way I could get a little bit less clutch engagement as well is if I found a bigger bell. Like a bigger diameter bell. Wonder what I got. It's not touching them at all. It's smooth. Same. All my bells are about the same hammer. So this is that Dynamite 28 engine that I got off of hybrid from the trade with the USA one, and so I broke it in over the last while, and it's finally broke in, but the clutch engagement is very, very, very soon. So we're just messing with some clutch springs to see if we can improve the situation at all. So looks like I dropped a spring somewhere. Well, I'll find that later. Okay. This thing is so dirty now. Oh, I think I got a loose engine mount. Nope, no I don't. Thought I did. The way it moved, it looked like it was loose. Perfect. Yeah, mine's a blue chassis. My RC10. Well, it's blue, but somebody in their infinite wisdom painted the underside of it, so it's not as nice as it should be. And it's all slimy. There. All right, that's a feed line. Oh. There. Done. It's not really gross and abused. The worst part about it is the fact that it's got that, oh, there's that missing spring. And it's got that, somebody painted the underside of the chassis. I wish it wasn't like that, but. Let's see if I got a set screw for that pipe. I hate that when my drivers all become magnetized. These drivers were longer. You know what they say, no thread's tighter than a cross thread. There. Ugh. Okay. I wonder if that's any better or if that's worse. Yeah, I'm not, you know, the RC10 is great because I wanted one, because I had one as a kid. And I got one and I run it occasionally, but man, I hate to run it because it's just, here, two-wheel drive stuff's not the best. There, should we see if that clutch engages a little bit later? Let's see if this clutch engages any better than the other one. Yeah, exactly, Ranks. You know, the stadium truck, like they're great and all, but man, you got to be a decent driver to run those things. I forgot how difficult they are to actually run in comparison to like a four-wheel drive buggy. Like you're working to run it. I can't wait till the street sweepers come out just so I can actually take that O'Donnell's buggy for a rip. I just don't have the heart to sandblast the shit out of it. was going to stay running. Oh, that's even worse. That's dragging the crank now. I can see it trying to turn the crank. That's no bueno. I can't leave that like that. Yep, that's the epic fail. Third time, there you go. Yeah, I may have to HBI dog. Take another look through my stuff and see what I got. But I'm thinking I might be boned. I'll should check some of my engines back there too. I might have a clutch on one of them. Let's see what I got kicking around. Okay. Oh yeah, that's dragging now. Something might go in there. Trying to think, I had a new associated clutch, but I think I put that in something. Okay. Okay, attempt number 3. Let's try different shoes and springs. These are smaller shoes. Yep, by quite a bit. And another set of springs. You know, I have the clutch tool. I just tend to do it this way sometimes. And this one's promising. Fits a lot tighter. Take that shim out of there. There we go. Sometimes I like just mixing and matching stuff to see what actually works. Because you never know, sometimes you find stuff that works awesome. Sometimes stuff works like dog shit. There. That's dragging on something. Not sure what that's hitting on. I think I'm hitting on one of these springs. I think that one spring sits a little proud. That's better. Hey, all aspects. I'm gonna give that a little tap. what that's binding on, but I think it's gotta be those springs. I'm going to give that a little bit of a file. That shoe's got a bit of a burr on it. Oh. Lost my shims. Yeah, that's gonna fuck up. That's no good. I don't like that. That's gonna end up bad. There. Have another look at something here. No. I'm gonna have to put these chrome ones back in. What are the US markets bone dry for what? You know what else I could do? I could do a different clutch nut, which would actually increase the tension on these springs as well. That one doesn't want to come back out of there. Almost got that in the lips. I think the US market's going to be bone dry for lots of shit coming up. Just my opinion. Oh, there we go. That's quite nice. I do appreciate you staying up so late, Joey, watching the live. There. Number 3. I think if this work, it doesn't, if it's the same, I'm going to leave it alone and order new springs, order a new clutch. I really like those Reds clutches. The adjustable ones. I ordered myself a big bunch of glow plugs the other day. Hey, John. Oh, Joe, you off? You out here, buddy? There's a little too much. Yeah, that's good. I wasn't sure if you were still driving, John, or if you're back now. All right. My clutch selection's getting skinny. I'm gonna have to buy some more clutch stuff. All right. Let's see what that gives me. I got a feeling it's gonna be the same. Trying to get it done before it runs out of fuel. Not much fuel in there. to run out of fuel now. fuel. Perfect. There. Now, just needs a good clean. I think I am going to order another clutch for that thing though, because I don't really like that one too much. I think it's pretty haggard. It's pretty much wore out. The springs are too weak. It's killing the bottom end in it. And I've had that problem with this thing on and off. I think 3 different clutches, so it's one of those deals. I think, but it's exacerbated by the fact that the spur is so friggin' big in these things. So, but Poppy, do you want to go in the house? Give me 1 sec, guys. I'm gonna put the dog in the house. Come on, come on, come on, baby. Ooh. There. Yeah, I agree, Northeast. I think I'm going to order either a new clutch or at least springs. But this clutch is kind of shit in the first place. It's something that it's a Chinese flywheel and a Chinese clutch shoes, and yeah, it just doesn't work properly. So I'll get an actual decent clutch for it and stop fucking around with it. Because the engine, at least I've got enough time on the engine now. I know the engine's good, and I think if I put a decent clutch in it, it would definitely smarten it up. But yeah, it needs a good bath. It's disgusting. But yeah, it's it seems like it's not dragging at all. Well, no, it's good. But yeah, I think I'll buy a new clutch for it because everything else on it's really good, and it seems to handle nice, and everything else is just, it needs a good clutch. So I'll probably order one of those Techno clutches or another one of those Reds clutches for it. Man, is it dirty though? Look at my hand, man. Looks like I was working on that little truck. Where did I get this truggy? I got this truggy. Actually, a friend of mine bought this truggy. My other truggy I got off a marketplace. This one I got from a guy who bought it thinking he was going to get into nitro, and then he decided that it wasn't his jam, and he just bailed on the hobby. And so I ended up picking it up off of him for what he had invested in it. So it was not my intention to have 2 of them. But this one, and then this engine came from Hybrid when he had traded me a bunch of stuff. So. But yeah, now I'll put it on the wash station and give it a good clean because it's disgusting. But yeah, I'll put it over on the wash table. I don't like to wash them until they cool off. It's freaking gross. Look at the mess. Look at the mess. Where's my body clips? You're there. Look at this mess. Yeah, I have two. The other one I have, what engine's in that one? Hold on a second. Oh, that's the one with the axial in it. It has an axial .28 green head. Yeah, the other one you can sort of see it over there. Is that one up there? Focus. That one up there. Yes, Jenny's is a good site to order from. I've ordered from there many times. And there's been a few things that they've gotten me save my bacon on out of that website. And their stuff is cheap. Cheap, if they have it. But the thing is with Jenny's, if you see it, you better buy it if you need it, because it won't be there next time. I'm just gonna shut the door. Ooh, burp. It's cooling off outside. Yeah, I'll show you the other one. My other jammin truggy is not filthy. This is my other jammin. This one's mostly original, except for the fact that this, well, technically it was period correct, I should say. But these were a kit, and they never came with leaves in it. They never came with an engine. So this one still has the OFNA servos. That's still an OFNA pipe. This is the axial .28 RR. But yeah, these are great truggy. This one I picked up off a kid in a couple cities, like a couple towns over, and I ended up picking this up for, I don't know, I remember it was like $75 or something. I think I paid for it, but it was so haggard and so fucked up. It had the OFNA 28 in it still, and it was just trash, like just baked. And the end, I've never seen one as dirty as this one was when I got it. Because when I bought this thing, the chassis plate had literally like 3/16 of shit on the chassis plate. It took forever to clean it. I had to take it all apart. But it still has the original tires on it. It still has like structurally it was good. It just, the engine was shook, and I actually found this one. I don't remember where I got that engine from, but it's a great engine. Yeah, it's a good truck. These are good truggies, if you can find them. They're getting harder and harder to find. I wish I could find a new body. This body's seen better days. Yeah, it still has the AM gear in it. Great, they're good truggies. I like the axial engines. I got a bunch of kits with the axials in them, and they're great engines. Oh, you never had one, Northeast? They're great engines, man. I got one. I got a .32 RR in a buggy. I've got that Greenhead 328 RR in that one. I got a Greenhead .28 RR in that JQ, and there's another one in that collection of stuff somewhere. There's a Greyhead .32, I think, in one of my MGTs. But we'll put this radio over here with this. So. But yeah, that's how much fuel I've run through that new engine now. So I can successfully say that that is broken in. Man, I had to sweep the whole shop out this morning because after that truck was done, there was so much shit in here and so much crap on the floor from all the welding and exhaust work and whatnot. It was just a mess. I got a couple of them that are trash too, that if somebody can find pistons and sleeves, I got two of them that are wore out, that need to be repinched or rebuilt. You just woke up, BBT? Yeah, like I got. This is what's left of one of the axials. There's the crankcase. Here, back plate. Head for it, I think, is in the other drawer over there. But this is something that you guys should know too. Anybody that's running an axial, you see this pull start shaft that goes in the back plate on these? If anybody has one of these axials and they fail the pull start, these things are like hen's teeth, man. You cannot find another one. They do not exist because of this stupid little hole in the end of it. So if you take an LRP or an SH starter shaft and put it in here, you can use an LRP pull start or a SH pull start. Just so you know, because that's what a lot of people will give up on these straight up and not use them. And the other thing that we figured out the other day, me and my buddy, is the bump start back plate for the LRP fits right in the axial engine. It works great. Yeah, I think the head is in here somewhere. Oh, here it is. Yeah, there's the head. But on that note, dear fellas, I think I'll probably call it a day. We win and make some food and get ready for the week, and hope everybody has a rest of their fantastic Sunday. And if you're driving anywhere, drive careful. And I'm gonna also bring that little red truck back in. You gotta do a few more things to it for a color day, and yeah, and then everybody have a safe work week, and hopefully you got can get out and burn some nitro, and the weather's getting a little bit nicer, and we'll all be able to get out and do some fun stuff coming up. So that'll be great. I can't wait till now my field where I usually run is all dried up and cleared off, so just waiting for things to kind of warm up a little bit, and I'll actually be able to get down there and do some running, and we'll actually be able to take some buggies out and get some air time. So oh, sorry, John JD. Thanks, Northeast. I appreciate that, buddy. Have a good one, everybody. I'll see you again next week. Same time. I'm hoping that my eBay purchase comes in by then, but if not, we'll hope the weather's supposed to smarten up here pretty quick, so we'll be able to get out and do some fun running and stuff. Maybe take out some of the other buggies, and if not, maybe we'll do some monster truck running. All right, everybody have a great week and have a good one.